Hello and welcome to Whitney's AI Lab. Today we will be exploring Notion, which is an all-in-one AI workspace for planning, organizing, and collaborating. So you have your home meetings, the Notion AI in the sidebar, you have your private area where your work goes, you have the shared for collaborations, and you have the apps, and then you have the settings, the marketplace, and the trash. So people use Notion for note-taking, managing their tasks and projects, organizing information with the databases, and also collaborating with other people. So to add a new page, you will just go and press plus there, or you can add new. And in this case, we are going to add new. So we are not going to build with the AI. We are not going to use an empty database. We are going to use an empty page. So just click on the empty page. And then we're just going to write our main title, My Life Planner. Okay, let me just close the sidebar so that I can adjust some settings. I want the font, you go to the three dots. I want the font serif, and then I want it to be in small text, and then full width. So it looks like this. And then for Notion, they have a place where you can add an icon, you can add your cover, and you can add a comment. So you're just going to add a new cover, and then it automatically brings you a cover, which you're going to change. So you just go and change your cover. They have gallery where they bring you options that are provided by Notion. Some of them are just blah, but yeah, if you're into them, you can choose them. And then we have the place for upload where you can upload your file, your cover. There's a link where you can put a link. There's a splash where you choose works by other people. So we're just going to write, you can do it. And then we get all these different options by different people. We can choose that one. And boom, you have yourself a cute cover. So you can just go ahead now and change your icon and put an icon. You have the emoji options, you have the icon option, and then you have the upload option too. So you can just go ahead and choose the emojis. I love a flower, guys. So, and I'm a girl, so we're just going to put a flower there. So flower, and then the first one, I use it everywhere. And now look at this. Perfect. You can add a comment if you'd like to add a comment, but I don't want to add a comment. I just love it. It looks nice. It looks cute. It's coming together. So now you can go and start building your page. So you can press the plus to see the different blocks that Notion has to offer. The blocks are the headings, the callouts, the to-do list, the toggle list. Everything that you're seeing here is a block. The databases, just everything that you see here is a block. And you put this different blocks on your page to organize your tasks, your notes, and everything. As you can see, there are even columns, toggle heading one, there are even apps right here. You can mention a person. There are different things that you can do. The apps that you can embed, you can link, you can do so many things. So this are referred to as blocks, and this everything in Notion is built using these blocks. So for our first thing, we are going to add the plus. You press the plus, then we're going to add a call out. So a call out is basically a soft colored box that can put content inside, and it makes information to stand out. You can just, you can add this call out and put information that you'd like. You can write something here. So we're going to write year focus, and we're going to change our emoji we're going to put an icon this time, and we're going to place the sun icon. And I hope that you saw that the icon option gives you colors. And now we're just going to add a divider down here inside the callout. You just press plus again, and then you go to the block, the divider. And then to make it look neat, and I'm going to write a sentence here. One sentence that defines how I want to feel this year. So you want to feel happy, you want to be the go-getter, you want to do that, you'll write that there. And then we go to this thing that looks like a box. And then here we have the turn into, where you can change your call out maybe to a quote, you can change the color, you can edit an icon, a lot of things here. So we're going to change the color, and I want to change the background color to a pink maybe, So I'm just going to choose the pink background. And now my call out looks like this. Perfect. We're going to add another call out down here. So now we're just going to deal with call outs. You go and press the plus. And then this one I'll write current season. And then we're just going to change the emoji, the icon, sorry. And then we're just going to choose a flower this time. So I'm just going to look for a flower, and then you can choose the color that you want of the flower. And then we are going to put the divider. We're going to add the plus, then you add your divider. So there are shortcuts that are there, the things that are on the side that are shortcuts. So for divider, you can just put dash, 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 and boom, you get a divider. But today we are going to use the long cuts, not the shortcuts. So right here, I'm just going to write, what phase of life am I in right now? So this literally, when you open your planner, is when you write. It can be January to March, you're feeling the same, you're in this season, but it can reach July or something and you're in another phase. So when you open it, you just change it to how you'd like and what you're feeling. So for this one also, we are going to change the color of the call out just to make it different, to make it vibrant and all that. And there, boom, you have your two call outs. Now we go to the next call out. So you add your next call out. We're like in Call Out Academy. Now you know how to work a call out. And then for this call out, it's going to be about today's focus. What is the theme for the day? Centering yourself. What are you planning to do for the day? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? So my today's focus is centering myself. You also go and change your icon after writing all that and put it in something that you'd like, maybe something like a check or something like that. And then you just choose the one with your preferred color. So yeah, give us some color. And then now we go to the next call out, guys. So we're going faster and faster, but here there's a slight change. So for this call out, it's for the energy level. Like, what energy level are you on today? Are you feeling low, high, mid? What is it? So we're just going to highlight the text. You see this box coming out? We are trying to turn it into a toggle list, meaning a list, something with options inside. So I don't know what's happening, but when you turn it, you go there where it's written text. We want to turn it into a toggle list. So inside this toggle list, we are going to use red hearts to represent our energy level. So the small heart for low, two hearts for, one heart for low, very low, two hearts for low, three hearts for mid. All that we are going to use the hearts for our energy levels. So it will look like this, but when you're adding your energy level, you're going to add it manually. You're going to add it manually, meaning near your energy level, you're just going to put a colon and then you're going to write one heart or two hearts to represent the type of energy you're on. So let's say for me, I'm in a medium. Yeah. I'm not so high or full, but I'm not so low. So I'm mid. And then you change your emoji to something that you would like, you know? So you just come here and maybe choose a clock with your preferred color. Give us some color, please. Notion has so many colors that you can explore. You can be a neutral color type of person, but give us some color, give us something. And then you can change your background of the color to purple, even this one to purple. So I'm changing this two to purple because I want them to be on the same because they're for today. And then we can go add another color for mood. I'm calm, maybe place an emoji to show how calm I am. And then I'm just going to change the icon to something else. Maybe a heart. So, yeah. So you have this one. So this is for today. When you open that Notion planner that day and you see this, today's focus, what. Now I'm just going to drag it all the way on the other side. You use the thing that looks like a box to drag them. So you see, when you drag them, you see something like a line. That means you can put it into 2 columns by just dragging out that block. So you're going to drag it and it's going to look like this. So when you open it, it's going to look like this. You have the today part and then your year focus and current season on the other part. It looks really cute, guys. This one, no, this one, my best work yet with Notion. Obviously, I've made a lot of things, but yeah, not with so much color like this one. This one beats them all. So let's put a divider there to separate that section from our next. Remember the shortcut of dash, dash, dash to get a divider. But today, long cuts, guys. So we're going to the next area, which is my life areas. So you're going to add the plus, and then you're going to put heading 1. Yeah. So my life areas, you're going to highlight that text and then you're going to find these options. You're going to italicize and the line, you're going to italicize. You can put bold, you can change the text color. We're going to put purple, guys. Purple. It's colors all the way. So you have your life areas, you're going to center it. Just drag that thing till the center. Okay, center. Yeah. And then now we are going to put a subtitle, which is going to be heading 2, and it's going to be clarity before productivity, guys. Clarity before productivity. Yeah, you need to have clarity before the productivity to get things to work. And okay, let's just change that to heading 3 because it looks slightly bigger with heading 2. And then let's continue and just go and italicize this thing maybe and change our text color to gray, guys. Italicize and then we change the text color to gray. Like I remember we center it and all that. And then now we have that my life areas, clarity before productivity. So we're getting to the best part. We are going to add, but this time we're going to add a database. The best part. So we have different databases in Notion. We have the table view, normal table. We have the board view. We have the gallery view. Table view is not normal. It's a database. We have the list view, the feed view, the calendar view, and I love the gallery view. So that is what we're going to use. The gallery view. It looks like pictures. The way you see pictures on your phone, it looks like that. So let us write the title. Let's get these areas in check, babe. This is me telling myself, remember, this is my life plan. So this is my life planner. I'm showing you how to make a life planner, but this one is my life planner. So I'm calling myself babe, you know? So let's get these areas in check, babe. So you're going to add a new page, you know? So a page looks like this. So it's like you have a page, but you have sub pages inside. So you have all this, the settings, the sorting. You can go check them out. But today we're going to do the simple shit. So my first page, health. We're going to, you see, add icon, add cover, just like the other one. It brings you automatically a cover. We go to unsplash, and then we'll be like, you know what, green to represent health, you know? And you see all these options, and I'm going to choose this one because it's look really nice. And for this, you can reposition. You can drag it to the way you want it to become and save your position. You can go ahead to add your icon. We're just going to use a green heart. And voila, you have this. So you see health and green to represent health. And then for this created, it shows you the date that it was created. It shows you the tags. The tags is like hashtags, you know? You can put these properties. We can get into that later on. But today we're just going to fill the page, guys. So when you enter the page, you can press enter to continue or you can create a template. For today, we're just going to press enter to continue with an empty page. You're just going to write. So for this one, we are going to put a call out to. So for the beginning, we're going to put a call out to, guys, and we are going to change the emoji. We're going to use emojis here, the green heart. We're going green all the way, eh? And then we're going to write, what does life look like here? And then you describe your vision of how your health looks like. Like, how does life look like here? You're healthy, you are flexible, you describe it, tell us, and then we can change the call out color to a green, guys. Remember the call out to already know how to work this thing, you know? And then we go to the focus for this season. For this one, we'll just put like a heading too. So we are going to write focus for this season. This is just a normal text, but you highlight it and then you change it to a heading 2. So focus for this season. Then you write your current priority here. So what are you really focusing on this season? Are you working out? What is the focus? Like when you, this season, January to March, what are you doing? So you can change it according to the seasons. Then we go to primary goals as a heading 2, and then we just write 5 primary goals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the normal way. We put a divider. Remember, divider is for neatness, guys. So here we're going a little bit faster, but this is me just making another page. So one habit area that will support one habit that will support this area. Remember, this is also a heading 2. Then you write your key habit here, like what major habit will make this happen. Then you put a divider. Remember, we already passed through the divider, so you know how to put that one. And then we just do notes and turn it into heading 2. So basically, just use heading 2 here for the titles, and just small subtitles, you write them as text. And then for notes, you'll add your thoughts and reflections here. So this is how basically your health page will look like. This is how my health page looks like. I will come right to my primary goals, and you have something like a table of contents there. So it shows you like the heading, the primary goals. You just click on it, just go to the notes. So basically, this is just writing text and making them into headings, and we already went through that. So this is how it looks like, yeah? And you can move from one view to another. Just go to the settings there, and then we're going to go to the layout where you have the table, the word, so you can change. We can put a list. See, it comes like a list. You can put the table, which shows a table. You can put the board, it shows a board, and all that. And also we can change the cover content. So we want the picture thing in the card preview to show the page cover, not the content, but the page cover. So say page cover, it shows you that one, which is the best. And we don't want to fit the image because it looks weird. So we're just going to leave it like that. And boom. Now see your gallery. It looks really nice. So when to add another one, you put a new page, but we won't do that. We want everything that is inside health to be inside each and every page. So we will duplicate the health page, go to the 3 dots, choose duplicate, and then it will come health 1. So it has everything that it was inside the health page, but now we just change the title, we change our cover. We're going to put, for this one, mind purple, guys. We change the cover and choose something from Unsplash. We can go with something like, lavender because it's purple. And then we can choose, you have all these options, but I'll go with the second one, Dagger Albi, and then you get that. So when you choose that cover, you'll get this one, and you can reposition it. Like I said, you drag it, and then boom, you have the created, you have the tags, which are like hashtags. You can put a lot of things, properties. So we just change the call out color and we change the heart. So it fits the purple. We just change the thing to purple, but everything else remains. We duplicate this mind page and create another mind page, but we change the title, relationships to maybe something else, work or school. And then work or school, we're going to use the brown. So we're going to put a brown emoji. We're going to put a brown thing. So Labda will search for work or something. Sorry for the soil. But anyways, work. And then we can choose that one. Yeah, it looks cute. We reposition it to fit what we want, and boom. And we change the call out emoji to brown heart. We change the call out background to brown, guys. So yeah, boom. You have this. You duplicate that shit, but you can also choose to create a template that will be used throughout the entire database. But listen, You can create a template or you can just write your shit and duplicate it. Either way. So this one is simple. For growth, we go with the white. So we do the same thing. We go growth. You can do anything. You can look for whiten and splash. It will give you options. We choose that one. You reposition it to where you like it, what to the hand. And then we change the call out emoji to white and we change the background to white, guys. So basically, I'm just using colors here for different stuff. I'm just using colors here for different stuff. It's just the covers we're playing around with. So you can choose anything that you fit best. See how the gallery view looks like? Pictures. It looks like pictures on your phone. And it's very captivating. So we go to the next skills and hobbies. Like we said, we duplicate, we get it, change the emoji, then we change the icon. We've chosen yellow to be the nini for this one. Then you go and choose skill, maybe write skill, and then you choose the one for skill. That one caught my eye. Yo, we're going to learn. We're going to just reposition it, and then we're going to put it there. And then you just head down and change the heart for the call out, the emoji for the call out, and we change the background for the call out to yellow. So yeah, guys, we are basically just duplicating the stuff and making it. You duplicate this one instead of making them from scratch, each and every one of them. It's not that you can't, but duplicating it is way better, or creating a template. But this time we're just going to duplicate. We're going to create templates the next time we visit Notion. So you come relationships, red goes with the relationships. And this is relationships with God, relationships with yourself, relationship with other people, relationship with your partner. Everything about relationships, you can just come write it here. What is your focus for this season? Maybe your focus for this season. I am sorry. I am a Luo. I am sorry. Your focus for this season is to grow closer to God. Your focus for this season is something else. So you just write it there on relationships. So we'll just delete that new page so that it doesn't look cluttered. And yeah, so if you want to add something new, you go to add a new page, or you can duplicate the pages to get the things that are inside there. And voila, you have your gallery view. You can come here, there are templates. You can make templates for yourself and all that. But this is how the gallery view looks like. And I am not mad about it. I really love the gallery view. Very cutesy. We put the divider so that we can move to our next section with ease. So yeah, remember the shortcuts, dash, 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 but we're using long cuts. So we're moving to weekly reset, and we are going to use the database. But this time we're going to use a list, not the gallery view. We're going to use the list view. So you're going to write your title where it shows the new database, and our title will be weekly reset. So we're resetting for the week. So this is where you can write all about what happened in a certain week. So page, just like the gallery view. And then you'll just write your title, week 1 of January 2026. Then the thing that looks like a book, you change it. You can put an icon or an emoji. So we can do an emoji. Let's say the sun. I love the sun. And then you can open Insight Peak, and then you can add your cover just like the rest. Remember, it's just like a page. You add your cover, you go and change your cover and splash. We can look for something like the week, and then you have all these options. And I think number 3 is really good. And then you just reposition it, and then you save your position, and then you are done. So I left this page empty because it's supposed to be like a journaling place. You can write all about your week, anything, your thoughts, your ideas, just everything about the week, what you did, what you didn't do, what you want to do, maybe what you want to improve by next week. So all of it, you can just write it there. My week was amazing. I got to do this. I got to do that. So basically, this is just a place where you can just pour all your shit there about work, about school, about everything. thing. So journal away and share your whole week with Notion, with yourself. Maybe one day in future you'll come and read some weeks and you'll wonder why you wrote that, or you'll be happy you wrote that, or maybe it was some form of manifestation. So yes, journal away. So basically we're just going to do that for week 2, and week 3 we just close the side peak, then you add a new page. Then week 2 of January 2026, you go and add your cover. You can look for something that has the name January. Go to Unsplash, let's search for January, and boom, anything with the word January, we go with that. And then you add your emoji. I will go with the leaf emoji, because honestly I love this emoji. This is my second favorite emoji after the flower. And then we can do that for week 3 of January. So you just add the new page, week 3 of January. Remember, database stores stuff. So in this case, it stores pages. This is the list view database, but it has different pages, which is week 1, week 2, and week 3. Go add your cover. We can look for something there, and then you get that one I like. So you can put the cover depending on maybe how the week felt. Maybe it felt some type of way, so you can just adjust it to that. And yeah, so now you have your weekly reset. You can see it from the beginning. It's all coming together, guys. Yeah. So now after that, after doing a weekly reset, you can put a divider, like we said, plus, divider, or dash, dash, dash for shortcut. And then we go to the next section, which will be the gentle AI support. So we're going to just put it in heading 2, then we're going to italicize it, and then we are going to change the color to maybe a green. We're going to use green for this. And maybe even add an emoji there, like stars or something. In the phone, I love this emoji, the stars emoji. And in this place, we are just going to use call outs to put out prompts, different prompts. I've already shown you how call outs are made. So we're just going to do that. And we are going to use icons this time. You can choose icon for the first one, a live thing, maybe color pink, not maybe pink. And then we're going to write live clarity. So this is a prompt for live clarity. So based on what my goals, help me write a simple focus sentence for this year. So this is something you can use even in the AI tools you're used to, like ChatGPT, Gemini. So these are just basic small prompts that you can use. If you have goals, you just take them based on my goals, space the goals, and then help me write a simple focus sentence this year if you don't have one. So you can use your goals to generate one. Then you can change the color. You're just going to put a pink background. Like I said, this girl loves pink. I don't own clothes that are pink, but I do love the color. Then next, we're going to add another call out. We're going to say goal simplification. Then we're going to change our icon. Or maybe let's write the prompt first. Turn this big goal into 3 realistic weekly actions. And then we are just going to change the icon to our goal or target icon, and then we are going to put it in color pink. So we're just going to do pink for the icons and then pink for the background, everything pink. And then we're going to add another call out. For this one is for reflection, and then we're just going to do maybe a cloud or something, and then put it in pink, color pink. And then you're going to write our prompt, which is ask me 5 thoughtful questions to reflect on my week. So you had your whole week, so you want your AI. There's Notion AI. There's AI integrated in Notion. This week, I'm not really going to enter in the AI in Notion. We're just going to build you this life planner. But there is so much that you can do with the Notion AI. It is synced. You can sync it with your pages, and you can end up doing a lot and making work easier. So for the affirmations, just going to put that and all that. And then you are going to get the smiley face thing. And then we're just going to write your prompt. Create calm, realistic affirmations for someone rebuilding their life. So you want to rebuild your life. Tell me the affirmations. I used to think affirmations are not that don't work, but trust me, they do work. What you feed your mind is what comes out of it. Like it's what you produce. So feed your mind positivity, you'll only get positive stuff, guys. So yeah, this is your life planner coming together. You're going to put a divider. Yep, the dash dash dash. Boom. Now you know that. That is a shortcut. And then we'll just put life notes or lessons learned along the way. So this is in text. We're just going to change it into heading 2, like we did for the rest. And then we are going to put it in maybe a color red. We're going to bold it and put it in a color red. Color red. And then you are just going to write all your life lessons, like here, the things that you've learned about yourself, the things that you've learned about the world, the things that you've realized this year, anything, the things that you want to stay away from this year, anything, like just general stuff, general, this is a space for just thoughts, your ideas, memories, and everything in between. If there's a memory you want to remember, you don't want to forget, you can write it here. So here's just where you dump everything. You just put it, you learn something, you come and write it here. Instead of talking to yourself, you can talk to yourself, whether it helps. But instead of that, you can just come and write it here. And then you can come at the end of the year and just read all the things that you learned, or make a podcast for us to hear what are the life lessons that you learned in 2026. So yeah, as you can see, this is our life planner. It has come together fully, like from the first page to the second page. From this section, we moved to the next section, and just everything is flowing. So here, you're not forced to come every single day, guys. This planner is for when you have the time. You can just open your planner and update something small. Listen, that is progress. What do they say about it? They say that what there's something that hates progress, because progress is repetition. And repetition doesn't have to be every single day. You can come here in a week, the next week, maybe miss 2 weeks, but still come here times. And then now let me show you what AI can do. You highlight, then you ask AI, then you create realistic affirmations, and it will think yes, and then it will provide you with some nice affirmations, guys. It will provide you with some nice affirmations, but it will cross out the one that you did. So optionally, put it on the lower line and then ask it, and then it will provide you with amazing affirmations. Ooh, I love this one. I am allowed to rest and rebuild at my own pace. We all need rest sometimes. You push yourself too hard when you actually need to take a rest, regroup, re strategize, and then come back and build your shit. So you can ask AI anything, but it will be safer if you do it on the next line. But yeah, this is another way that you can use the Notion AI, because the AI is integrated for you to use. So yeah, get those affirmations and do that shit, and do it scared, like we always say. So yeah, I'll just take it back to the way it was, and you can see our lovely life planner. It is so cute. Just seeing a lot of color makes me happy. Yeah, so nice. See you guys on the next video.